Hey friends, Stevie B here. So in today's video, we're checking out Infinite Guitar from Emergence Audio. If you've been following their Infinite series, you know that Emergence Audio have built a seriously impressive lineup of cinematic instruments over the years, and I'm really excited to feature their latest release on this channel. Mike Vignola, who founded Emergence Audio and creates all of their instruments, he reached out to me a couple of months ago and asked if I'd like to try some of their libraries out. And I've had a chance not only to take Infinite Guitar for a spin, but also some of their string texture libraries as well, and they're just absolutely beautiful, really beautifully sampled, really impressive virtual instruments overall that I've been incorporating into my own workflow. The Infinite Guitar library makes use of the Infinite Motion engine, which is a trademarked software synthesis framework developed by Emergence Audio, used to create constantly evolving sound textures, which opens up all kinds of fascinating sound design potential. So big shout out to Mike from Emergence Audio for sending this over to me. This isn't a sponsor video, but he was kind enough to send me a free copy, and I'm really glad that he did, because like I said, it's something that's found a lot of use in my production tracks as of late. I've covered quite a few different guitar VSTs on this channel over the years. I think it's fair to say that most of them aim to capture a kind of realistic electric or acoustic guitar sound, which is obviously really useful for composers and producers who don't play guitar and want to capture some authentic sounding guitar parts in their tracks. Infinite Guitar is kind of taking a different approach. I wouldn't say they're trying to replicate a realistic guitar performance. Instead, it takes a beautifully sampled electric guitar as raw material and uses the Infinite Motion engine to transform it into expansive, evolving cinematic textures. The core is still guitar, of course, but the end result often becomes these immersive soundscapes, which can range from dark and edgy to ethereal and atmospheric. And they work incredibly well for cinematic scoring, also hybrid orchestral cues, tension tracks, and basically anything that needs deep mood and texture. So let's take a look. Okay, so here we are. I got the reset patch loaded up here. Sounds like that. Just beautiful. I have to admit, the first time that I loaded up the library and I took a look at this user interface, it was a bit intimidating. There's a lot going on, but it's actually incredibly intuitive and just overall a really amazing playground for sound design. I'm not going to get into all of the intricacies as far as like what you can do with it. Emergence Audio has some videos that they've made on that subject alone, which are much more informative. Highly recommend going to check that out if you're interested in this library. But I will probably do a little bit of tweaking here and there with this interface throughout this video. We'll have a little fun with it. Essentially, you have two sound sources that you can choose from. You've got two menus up here on the left and right, and there is an incredible collection of presets. Let's take a look under all banks here. We've got a handful of subcategories. I've been designing some of my own presets, which I'll show you in a minute, but let's take a listen to some of these presets here quickly. Maybe something under infinite paths. This one's called Between the Pattern. Amazing. These constantly evolving textures are just so cool. You can really get lost in them. There's some really cool stuff in the experiments menu. This one's called Sun Fragments. Check this out. So not so much in the pad or drone territory, but rather this is something that we could use as like a top line instrument. Let's give this patch a little bit of context. This is a dark tension track that I was working on a little while ago. And for the top line, I'm using this Omnisphere piano patch, which sounds okay. It's just a little bit boring. Whole track sounds like this. Let's copy the MIDI over to our Infinite Guitar, and I'll adjust the length here so that we're not playing pads, just kind of short notes. Let's also maybe bring it up an octave. And you're probably hearing how we're modulating the cutoff right now. I think I'd be better off changing this LFO to a sine wave rather than that random wave, something a bit smoother. Currently, we're syncing it to the tempo of the project, and I can adjust the depth here a bit. Perfect. Here's another preset that I really like under the pulses category. It's called Sky Churning. Sounds like this. And I've got a different tension track loaded up here. So again, just going to do a little adjusting to the sound here. First of all, let's sync it to the tempo. I'm also going to adjust this rate to quarter notes. Let's see how that sounds. Let's add something to this track. Just blends in perfectly. I love it. So I've been using it for tension cues quite a bit lately. Also like hybrid trailer music, basically anything cinematic. It fits in pretty nicely. One thing I would say about Infinite Guitar is that it's one of the few VSTs that's really inspired me to create my own custom presets. I love that it comes with a ton of great presets, but the interface makes it really easy to make small but meaningful tweaks so that I can come back and use the same sounds over and over again. The range of emotions and textures that you can extract from Infinite Guitar is really impressive. What I'll do right now is show you some of the custom presets that I've created. And, for the most part, these are just small variations of existing presets, but I think that they demonstrate some of the different vibes that you can explore. So if you're into otherworldly cinematic guitars, this one's right up your alley. It runs in the free version of Contact. It's NKS compatible. And yeah, big thank you to Emergence Audio for sending this over early so that I could check it out and put it through its paces. I absolutely love it. So I'll put the link to Infinite Guitar below. Go check out Emergence Audio's website. Check out some of the other products they have to offer. And if you enjoyed that, let me know in the comments what you thought. Always good to hear from you guys. In the meantime, I will see you in the next one. Happy composing.